Ethan Stryber is the kind of guy who would do anything to be an ally. He's about to find out what anything means. This is Social Justice Sex Tape.
That was BJ Novak doing his best comedic version of The Twilight Zone's Rod Serling for his anthology series, The Premise, on FX and Hulu. The actor and comedian is best known for his role as Ryan Howard on the hit TV show The Office. He spoke to Jamie Wax about his career and his full and varied schedule in the worlds of TV, film, and publishing.
Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration.
Ryan Howard.
Bob Vance, Vance Refrigeration.
What line of work you in, Bob?
BJ Novak landed the opportunity of a lifetime when he was cast in the U.S. version of The Office while still in his 20s.
Who was that?
Nobody. You and I are done.
What?
Achieving success and a multi-year gig as an actor, writer, and producer. And the story goes, it all started with just one line.
I learned nothing in college. It was really kind of my own fault. I had a double major, psychology and reverse psychology.
It's rumored that Greg Daniels cast you and hired you as a writer after the first line of stand-up, your opening line that he saw.
In fact, it was the pause after that joke, he said, made him hire me. Because he thought, well, that's an interesting guy to have in the office, sort of a quiet guy who seems like he's maybe judging you. Which is what he felt. I just was trying to decide what line to say next.
BJ's gonna be playing the manager of the restaurant.
Prior to that, Novak had achieved success on Ashton Kutcher's prank show, Punk'd.
What?
Oh, nothing.
Still, nothing brought him close to the fame and acclaim of The Office, a job some at the time thought he should turn down.
When I got the job offer for The Office, nobody thought I should take it.
Really?
Yes, at that time, the British office loomed so large and everyone thought, oh, these Americans are just gonna screw it up. And I remember reading, they're gonna ruin it. It's all gonna be this terrible laugh track. And I was like, oh no. And then I was like, wait, I was there. It was good, there was no laugh track. But you believe what other people are saying. Jim.
The Office also randomly reunited him with an old high school friend, John Krasinski.
Could you guys believe it when you both found out you were on this project together? Could you believe it?
I could believe it because the whole thing was so weird. It actually made it more believable. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not? Like, obviously this is some surreal dream. Why wouldn't John from high school be in the show too?
This is Dick and Bob Sherman, music and lyrics.
The multi-hyphenate has continued to build a diverse and busy career, which includes roles in major films.
Sound good? Yes, sir!
And even best-selling children's books.
What is it about your storytelling that made you want to aim such a significant part of it at children?
I love trying to make a kid laugh, smile. To me, that's the purest form of comedy, because it's really just love. It's just, how do I get the smile of a 5-year-old?
The answer is in the title, The Book with No Pictures.
It has that great deadpan sense of humor to introduce kids to, because the book looks like a tuxedo almost. You know, it's white and black and proper looking. And it's so proper looking that I think kids know there's got to be more to this.
I'm BJ Novak. I am so excited to welcome you to my television show.
This year, he launched an ambitious and original series on FX and Hulu called The Premise, a half-hour anthology of independent stories about moral questions.
There's a running theme of how much does it cost to the individual to be an agent for change?
Yeah, I think that it's also easy for all of us in our daily lives to take the obvious, noble point of view because it costs us nothing. So in the premiere episode is really about a guy who says all the right things online because it makes him cooler to his friends. What if he had to do the right thing and it destroyed his reputation or his credibility or his coolness? You know, that to me is a funny situation.
I look at everything you have done and everything you are currently doing. It's really amazing to me. Was that born into you? Because you come from a remarkable family of creators.
I recommend my creative process to nobody. It is a terrible creative process. I waste time all day thinking about everything, obsessing about everything, getting very little done, and having no time to myself.
But that hasn't stopped him. BJ Novak is stepping into yet more uncharted territory. writing and directing a feature film for the first time, Vengeance, a true crime dark comedy.
This is a room where you can obsess over all of your projects.
Yeah, I mean, every part of it I love and hate depending on how the day is going. It's always a ride. So yeah, some days I jump up and take pictures of the screen and send them to my friends and think, how did I ever, become such a genius? And then, more days than that, I look at it and think I chose the wrong profession. This was just a mistake. This whole thing was a mistake.
What's different about directing a feature like this that you're also acting in and directing episodics?
Well, I found that the more I take on, the more comfortable I am, counterintuitively. It was just energizing to act. It was energizing to direct. So I found that the more I do, the happier I am. Albuquerque was where we shot Vengeance.
And as chaotic as Novak claims his creative process can be, his creativity is far from running dry.
Did you have any idea you would be living the creative life you're living now?
Oh, I thought it'd be way bigger than this. I mean, I start everything I do thinking, oh, I'm going the distance. Like when I did stand-up, I was like, I'm going to be Jerry Seinfeld. And when I was directing this movie, I'm going to be Tarantino, and then it falls where it does. But I always start everything with a grandiose vision and then get disappointed.
Where do you get that from? Where does that come from?
I just had the sense of excitement about everything when I was a kid. I think it's my way of expressing love, if you want a really deep answer. I see something, I read once this quote, beauty demands replication. And I feel like the best way to be as a creative person is to see something and love it so much that you want to do your version of it.
For CBS Saturday Morning, Jamie Wax, Los Angeles.
Nice.
I recommend my creative process to no one. I obsess, I get nothing done, and then he gets everything done.
It's working for him.
That's a great mind right there.
No.